All right. Hey, I'm Scotty Dunn. Yes, I was on a Disney show. 10 years ago, this is the anniversary of it, the 10-year anniversary of me being on a show called Kickin. Wow, it's crazy that it was 10 years ago. But I started this YouTube channel in 2012, and near the end of 2012, I started vlogging about my journey as an actor. I called it Jaded Actor because that's how I felt. By the way, this place is really messy. I just moved a few months ago, and yeah, I'm still working on this place, but forgive me. Yeah. The room's a mess. It's in progress. It'll look better soon, but I've been recovering from the flu. I've been sweating a lot, so yeah. Anyway, I was vlogging about my journey. I decided to, at least turn my stress and my struggles into a creative thing. 5 episodes into that, I got this opportunity to audition for a show called Kickin'. How that came about was, as work, I was a waiter, and I also did background acting to pay the bills. There was this show called Ant Farm, and I was on break. And if I can find clips, I'll put it up there. The producer of Kickin' It walks by. He's there. Kickin' It and Ant Farm shot right next to each other. And, he made conversation with me and...
We rolling?
Yeah.
Well, can you say action so at least I would know? Is that even a camera? It looks like a garage door opener.
He said, well, if you ever need, any more work, you can come do background work for us. And I took him up on that. His name is Jim O'Doherty. And I told him about my story, how I wanted to be an actor. And I've been doing this since I was young. I've been making movies since I was a little kid. Since I was like 6 years old. I have footage proof of it. And I would make movies with my friends up until high school and beyond, and even after Kickin' It, I made my own feature films. I had this whole other journey of being a filmmaker after Kickin' It, but that's for another time. But I went away to visit my family in St. Louis, and while I was there, I got this opportunity. Jim told me, there's this part we're looking for. It's the Prince of Hakmakistan, and we're looking for a few people. We haven't found anyone that we really want. Why don't you send in an on-tape audition? So I was like, oh, wow, okay. So I taped myself. My mom was reading lines to me.
My name is Yuval. I am the Prince of Hakmakistan. In my country, when a man meets a beautiful girl, it is customary to give her a Hakmaki greeting.
And girls in your country like that?
No, not really.
And I sent that in. They liked it. They asked me to do another one.
My name is Yuval. I am the Prince of Hakmakistan. In my country, when a man meets a beautiful girl, it is customary to give her the Hakmaki greeting.
And girls in your country like that?
No, not really. Most of the men in my country are single.
I got the part. Felt like it changed my life. And it did, because that kind of opportunity is just amazing. It's something that you never forget. I was excited. I booked a flight out of there as soon as I could. Got there, did a table read, shot the episode. It was great. In the episode, I play the Prince of Hakmakistan. I'm visiting town. Kim has a crush on me, and I have, eyes for Kim as well. Jack is getting jealous, and later on there's this big event. Jack shows up. There's this plot to take me down, I guess, the prince. Jack saves the day, and yeah, it was a great episode. It was so fun when it came out, telling people that I actually got on TV. I mean, that was a big deal. When you leave, your home and you go to LA, you hope to have news for people back home that, hey, I booked something, and I was lucky enough that happened, so... but that's not where the story ends. This next episode I appeared in was a much bigger role, more of a co-star role this time around. My character is really named Shane Peters. In the episode where I was the Prince of Hakmakistan, I was really undercover. So in the opening, I play this old guy, and I have this fight scene, and we take Jack and Milton back to a lair, me and Principal Funderburg, who is, by the way, a spy all along. So once we get to this underground lair, I rip off my mask, and it's revealed that I was undercover as part of this young spy team. We're trying to recruit Jack, Milton. There's also Gray, played by Lulu Antarixa. And we sort of have this Mission Impossible episode. It's like the whole episode was based on this spy endeavor. It was great. I mean, first of all, the pay was better this time around because it was a substantial role this time around. I went through fight choreography, did some of my own stunts. It was really, really great. I'm the master of disguise in this, so I got to be undercover in it, and I love playing with masks. I'm a big fan of Mission Impossible, so this was my version of Mission Impossible. And everyone was great, by the way. The cast was great, and felt like we made an interesting team. I thought we had a good chemistry. It was a lot of fun. What the original plan was, I found out later, was they were doing this episode as a backdoor pilot. They wanted to see if this could turn into a spin-off starring the group you see in the episode. That was going to be a Kickin' It spin-off, and I had no idea that this was going on, but yeah, it didn't ultimately take off. The next episode I show up for, what happens is it's Jack, Milton, me, Principal Funderburk. It turns out in the episode, I am a double agent. Okay, so the first episode, I'm the Prince of Hakhmakistan. The second one, it's revealed that I'm a secret agent. The third episode, it turns out that I'm a double agent. So I'm working for an organization called RASH. Yeah, like the thing you get like on your butt or wherever. So, this is actually a very fulfilling thing. This turned from a guest star role into a co-star role, and I actually have an arc, I got to do major stunt choreography on this one. I did my own stunts, did my own fighting. Leo Howard is a very gifted martial artist, and he was patient with me as I learned my way, but I think I picked it up very fast. So the stunt guys were like, "You're picking this up very fast." That's how I know I was doing fast work there. I felt fulfilled in this 3-story arc, more than I would have felt, doing a whole separate show. I think this was better for me because I think I got what I wanted from it, and I was really grateful for the people I met and for the opportunity I was given by Jim, the producer of the show. I didn't expect to get recognized from this role. I thought, 3 episodes, I don't expect much from that. But, for a little bit there, everywhere I was going, I was getting noticed by kids, at the airport, on the plane, on a bus, at the grocery store. It was getting crazy. A lot of people watched the show, and I wasn't even aware that many people would watch this show, and I was very touched by it. I remember one time on the way to making my first feature film as an actor and director and a writer, this movie called Schlep that's on this channel right now. My cast and crew were on the road from California to Arizona, and we got stopped somewhere on the highway because there was this big car accident. We were all outside, stretching our legs, walking around. And these 2 kids come up to me and they recognized me from the show, and I couldn't believe it because it was so dark out. It was nighttime by this point, and they recognized me, and I chatted with them and had a good conversation with them, took some pictures with them, and that was really great. I look back on this time as a very special time. So much has changed since then, I really changed my focus to indie filmmaking. I started making my own movies. It's something that's been part of my heart for a long time. I mean, since I was a kid, I was making my own movies. And
ready, action, go.
I learned a bigger form of filmmaking with Kickin' It. And thank you for listening to a guy who's reminiscing about an important event that happened to him 10 years ago. Thanks, guys. Love ya. Bye.